few months back, I talked about a game by the name of Hong Kong 97, which was known as one of the worst games ever made and also an incredibly illegal game. It was developed by an odd man with crude humor and an interesting story, which made much of Hong Kong 97 an enigma. How it originated, how it was distributed, developed, and everything about it was just so bizarre that it caught the eye of many curious people. And after the release of James Rolfe's review on Hong Kong 97 as the Angry Video Game Nerd, the floodgates opened, and a brand new wave of people started to dig deep into the mysterious game. Aside from all the curiosities of this game, that being the ever so infamous intro to whoever actually made the game, some of the more morbidly curious were fascinated by the game over screen, which I unfortunately can't show due to me risking the demonetization of this video. It was a game over screen that depicted what could have been possibly a real dead body captured from a snuff film. Identifying who this man was, well, ended up being a wild goose chase. After much research, most of what I had discovered were found in an interview with Kowloon Kurosawa, the main brain behind the game. Yet even then, there were no mention as to who the dead body could have belonged to or where the film was caught, or if Kurosawa had the video, if he shot the video, if it was just a picture of him with ketchup sauce all over his body, or if it really was out of a snuff film. There were absolutely zero answers to that mystery. Which brings us to today, where the ultra healthy video game nerd had an exclusive interview with Kowloon Kurosawa and asked about all the machinations behind his creation, answering pretty much everything that people ever wanted to know about the game. That includes the game over screen. And so, here's what he had to say.
And to the people wondering who the person is at the game over screen, he doesn't know. He never knew. It was taken from a regular VHS sold at a store, not some underground snuff film. If you desperately want to see people dying, there are videos out there with that kind of footage on them. It isn't unprecedented. When I was a kid, they were out in the recommended viewing section of the video rental shop. It's time for all of us, myself included, to let it go. There is no answer to that question, and it isn't that important in the grand scheme of things.
Now, unfortunately, this probably isn't the answer most of you were looking for, and I can't blame you, yet at the very least, it does answer one thing: it's most likely not a snuff film. If Kowloon is answering honestly, and I don't really see why he wouldn't be, then the video probably came from just a regular Joe VHS tape at some random video store. If this is the case, then it's perhaps near impossible to find out who or where this footage came from. I do agree with Ultra Healthy Video Game Nerd though. The game itself and the history and the man behind it are infinitely more interesting than who exactly the man in the game over screen is. So for that, I'd recommend watching his video, which is linked in the description down below. But with all due respect, I think the Healthy Video Game Nerd unfortunately misunderstands why people want to find the video. It's not to indulge on our sick pleasure of watching people die, as he sort of implies. That's not what this search was all about. It was about fulfilling a curiosity. People just wanted to know if this footage was really some film of a man dying or perhaps something else. Yes, everyone knows there's a video of people dying online every day, uploaded every second, but that's not what people are after. We just want answers. People love a good mystery, like finding out if a ghost footage caught live on tape is real or not. That's like saying to people who watch creepy ghost videos online should instead watch Poltergeist the movie and stop chasing after death. It's a little silly to get on your high horse for that. It's just a matter of curiosity. Curiosity which may never be solved. And that's what makes this search fun, because you never really know if you'll find the answers you want. And you never know if the chase will ever stop. That's what makes it thrilling, and that's what makes it way more interesting to go after. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. I love y'all. Goodbye.
Thank you.